Last week, I read a book that took place in the future. It was about a society that wanted to escape reality so badly that they missed out on all the good parts of life. By the end of the story, the main character figures out that nothing compares to living in the current moment. Page 16. Whenever I saw the sun, I reminded myself that I was looking at a star, one of over 100 billion in our galaxy, a galaxy that was just one of billions of other galaxies in the observable universe. This helped me keep things in perspective. The Stonewall Uprising, an event where people lived not only in the moment, but also in the past and the future. In the early hours of June 28, 1969, the NYPD did a regular raid at the gay bar called the Stonewall Inn, but this time it went differently than usual. The LGBT citizens fought back. The first time I read this book was in senior year of high school, just before I had come out as bisexual. I was at war constantly with myself because I felt as if my sexuality was not valid, like something was wrong with me. Shortly after finishing the book, I learned about the Stonewall Uprising and the broadness of sexuality. During those 5 days, they not only fought out of anger built up from centuries of oppression, but also for the future of the community. Just after the riots occurred, citizens across New York City and the country were in awe. How could a community have so much built up anger? Page 141. I don't know if I can save the world. Maybe not, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Just after graduating high school, I went to my first Pride Parade in New York City. Almost my entire friend group came out that same year, which seemed fitting for the occasion. We danced all day and celebrated the community's history. It was so colorful and celebratory and real. It felt like home. The year following the uprising, 1970, there were 3 pride parades across the United States celebrating the 1-year mark of the riots, also known as Christopher Street Liberation Day. Thousands of LGBT citizens and allies could be found filling the streets of Greenwich Village, celebrating the events that led to the community's liberation. On the train ride home that evening, I thought about the riots and what it meant to be queer, how difficult it can be sometimes to come to terms with your identity. I thought back to the book and started to empathize with this message, a specific line being on page 364. That was when I realized, as terrifying and painful as reality can be, it's also the only place where you can find true happiness, because reality is real. Do you understand?